What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm not that enthusiastic right now because I just got off work and I'm tired and the sun is going down and I just want to be in my bed because my back and feet hurt. But I'm still sitting in the parking lot of my job. But anyway, I'm gonna do this video about graduation because I have been getting a ton of questions in my email and Instagram and here. Not really here, but I've been getting a lot of questions about graduation and a lot of graduation type questions. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a graduation video. All right. So firstly, you know it's the end of boot camp, or boot camp is coming to an end when your RDC started talking to you about graduation. Now, back in P days, one of I think it's when you take your DEP exam. I want to say when you take your DEP exam. Your RDC, not your RDC, a petty officer who's going to be there, or a chief, it depends on who it is, but I had a petty officer. The petty officer will give you guys this paper. You give you like a few sheets of papers and like 2 or 3 brochures, I want to say, in an envelope and a pencil. And pretty much the brochures are of hotels and things to do in Chicago, and they will tell you that this paperwork will be sent home to whoever you want it to go to, whether it's your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, mom, dad, sister, brother, auntie, uncle, cousin, grandmother, grandfather, whoever. It's going to be sent to someone of your choosing, and you can only send this thing out once, so make sure that one person is somebody who can get the message out. But yeah, so you pretty much fill out that paperwork, and on that paperwork it will have the graduation password. There's a password to get on base for your family members. There's a password that they have to tell the gate officers in order to get on the base. So yeah, that's important, so make sure they know that. But yeah, so during P days you send all that stuff home, and it also gives you your graduation date and everything like that. So that's the first thing you will hear about graduation, right? And then so you go through boot camp, and then towards the end, coming up on graduation, you will start getting your RDCs will start talking more and more about graduation and what's going to happen on that day. So pretty much it's going to start with your RDCs asking you who are the 4 people that you want to come to graduation. So you give them their names, and it has to be the name that's on their ID because they have to show a valid ID. So you have to give it to them the same exact way that is spelled on their driver's license, passport, birth certificate, whatever. You have to give it to them that same exact way, or else they won't be allowed on base, and you'll be heartbroken because they ain't there and they couldn't see you. So yeah, so you give them the 4 people's names. Now you can invite more people, but here's the thing, you kind of get mixed answers with that when it comes to boot camp. In boot camp, a few RDCs told us that we could invite more people, and then it was a chaplain, I want to say. It was someone else. He told us that they kind of advise us not to. They want us to tell our family, if they aren't on the list, to just stay at the hotel until after Liberty is called, so that way we can just meet up with them. But so here's the thing, you can have more than 4 people. The only thing is that only 4 people will be allowed in the drill hall, and those 4 people, it can be a child too as well. It could be 4 people and a little toddler or a child. As long as somebody can sit on the other person's lap, then that is allowed. Now, no, your boyfriend, your sister's boyfriend, your sister can't sit on her boyfriend's lap or anything of that nature. It has to be literally like a toddler or a child or something sitting on somebody's lap. So, and then everybody else who is not a part of the 4, they will go to the chapel or the church. They'll go to the church, chapel, whatever you want to call it. They'll go there, and they can watch the graduation via live stream there. But like I said, they kind of advise us not to do that. But then again, it's up to, you know, you pretty much. So yeah, so that's what happens, and they'll just kind of go over time as it gets closer and closer to the end of boot camp. You will get a brief on Liberty. And they will tell you what you can do and what you can't do. If you're going across the street for A school, if your A school is still in Great Lakes, a lot of that stuff won't apply to you, because after graduation is over, you'll have like a few, I think I had like 30 minutes, like, yeah, close to like 30 minutes, I want to say, with my family. And then me and my best friend walked back to our apartment. No, they cannot drive you back to your barracks. You have to walk back, and you got to go all the way back to your barracks, and then you got to wait for the bus to come pick you up. But, you know, they'll tell you what time the buses are coming to get you, and they'll tell you what time to be back. So yeah, so you get closer to the end, you get briefed a lot on what's going to happen for Liberty and everything like that. And then after the briefings, then it's graduation day. Like, oh, I think you also sign a page 13 too for Liberty. I believe you do. And then yeah, so then the morning of graduation is like the best feeling ever. Well, actually, the night before graduation is literally the best feeling in the entire world. You're like, holy crap, I passed all the tests. I passed swim. I passed battle station. I passed my final PFA. I passed everything. Holy crap. Oh my God, I get to see my family. Everybody is lit. Everybody's happy. You got your few people who's like, whatever, I'm just going to sleep. But everybody is super, super excited and happy. And my personal experience with graduation morning was the morning of graduation, like hella people was up. Like half of my entire compartment was already up. They were in the head putting on their makeup, because that's one of the only times you can wear makeup. So they're in there putting on their faces or whatever. And, you know, they're putting on their, I went in the winter, so we had our dress blues. We're putting on our dress blues and putting on our ribbons, and everybody's super excited. We're like, yes, girl, we're super excited. So then you do all of that. You know, the RDCs, as they come in their dress uniforms, or they'll come in whatever they're wearing, and they'll change, you know. And then, you know, we were still getting yelled at that we still had to keep the compartment on spot. So we put the compartment back on spot, and then we went to breakfast. We went to chow. Came back from chow, and then we kind of just stood around for a minute. We had our we had to get our raincoats. Then we 078, that was my brother Div. They came into their compartment, and then I went to my compartment, and we kind of just stood around for a minute. Then we got into our, you know, our height line, walked out into formation, and then we marched to one of the drill halls. Not the drill hall that we graduated in. We marched to another one. And we pretty much just sat there for like, I don't even know how long, probably about an hour, but we was all talking, so the time went by kind of fast. And then they have you all line back up into formation, and then you march. Everybody in your training group will march to the ceremonial drill hall, and then you'll wait outside until they call you in. Your RDCs are not with you. They march you to that drill hall, and then after that they disappear, and you don't see them again until graduation, when they are marching out to stand in front of you. But I'm telling you, the morning of graduation, you're gonna feel so freaking good when you're putting on your dress uniform and you go to chow, and all the other like divisions, they're looking at y'all. They're just like, oh my God, they're graduating. I can't wait for that to be me. Trust me, it's the best feeling in the world, y'all. I'm telling you, it's the best feeling in the world. So I'm running out of time, so if you guys have any more questions, comments, or concerns about graduation or anything related to Navy Boot Camp, feel free to comment, like, subscribe. Let me know. I will be answering any questions, and I will see you guys in the next video.